how the way the room is set up. Usually you always have 2 couches, you have 2 chairs that are by the fireplace, you have smaller chairs, occasional chairs that could be pulled up for meetings. And in this Oval Office you see a replica of a very famous desk. That's called the HMS Resolute desk. And that desk, this one is a copy, is owned by the White House. And today President Obama. Had any French fries there? Have you? Okay, then you've been.
Piece of
right?
the Berlin Wall.
So, you've all been to Carl's Jr. at some point. Well, he's the man that started Carl's Jr. restaurant. And anyway, he wanted to have this nice piece of the Berlin Wall here so that we could remember when there's no man's land. And you know what would happen to you if you crossed into this section from a little fence out there? If you crossed into this section, what would happen to you?
The other side of the wall.
No questions asked. Because that would mean you were trying to get to democracy. And the communists didn't want. And I want to select one of you. Who's the really good reader here?
Me.
Okay, you had your arm up first. Would you please read the quote from President Reagan above his grave?
I know in my heart that man is good. That what is rich, right, will always eventually triumph. And there is purpose and worth to each and every life.
Absolutely. That's a fine quote by President Reagan, and he truly believed that. What?
Peace?
Peace, absolutely. Meaning that the eagle, even though it's a sign of power, still is looking towards peace. Over here in his left talent, he has something else. Arrows, which means what?
War.
War, or that we will always be prepared to defend ourselves as a country, right? Okay, this is a banner that the eagle. Let's have our 4 adults tell us what E pluribus unum.
We're gonna listen to you.
See, you know, in all my years of working here, I've had 1 5th grader who knew what that was. But you guys are going to all remember this today, right? And all of you 4 people are going to remember this today. It means out of many, one. Out of many states, we are one nation, right? Out of many students, right now you are one classroom, right? So simple. E pluribus unum. At the end of the day, when we're done on our tour, I'm going to ask you what that means, okay? Let's see if you can. And here we have some life-size statues of President and Mrs. Reagan. They are about 1.5 inches taller than they would be in real life. In real life, President Reagan was 6'1" and Mrs. Reagan was 5'4". Obviously, she's got. See up here, the president's first 70 days. Well, we say that because generally what we do, right, we better get straight to the hospital. So they went straight to the hospital, and the first thing the doctors discovered after they got his suit off was there was an entry wound, but no exit wound, which meant the bullet was still in his chest somewhere, right? So they took an x-ray. Here's his x-ray, and you can see where the bullet is. Right is, gifts are not theirs to keep. If they want to keep a gift, they have to praise and they have to buy.
This is made out of butterfly wings. It was a gift given to President Reagan.
I can't remember.
How amazing that is. We're underneath the Air Force One. Look at that.
Yeah, after that you go to lunch. Yeah! I always get cheers when I say lunch is coming.
Where are you? Oh my God.
So the name on your badge should match the name on the notebook and sit in that seat.
Hello, President.
Okay.
Hello.
All right.
Done?
Okay. Do a statement as to why you're making your decision. If you
Museum, but this came from the World Trade Center tower. Okay, and it was donated to us. Because President Reagan honored American heroes, and all the people who died in.
So this is the end of our field trip to the Ronald Reagan Library. Just want to share with you guys this amazing